Welcome back, YouTube, and thanks for tuning in. Today, we have a treat for you. It's the 2023 end of year room tour. A lot of new pieces have entered the collection these last few months, and an update is definitely in order. This will be a quicker tour without going into great specific detail for each piece. Otherwise, this video would last well over an hour. In instances where I can, I will post a link if a review has been completed for a specific piece in the corner of the screen. So tag along and see how everything has shaped up thus far. Let's get into it. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe as it really helps to build this channel. And let's begin the tour. As we enter into my basement where my statue collection is housed, we're immediately faced with some custom artwork I made up. Just some simple photoshopped items with my pup on there. Just getting you ready. Along the walls here, I've decorated. This year, I've recently got into CGC comics and slabbing them myself. A lot of these have been my personal collection I've had for years. A lot of new ones, new acquisitions this year. I've really got into that habit. Been sending them off, getting them back, and I've just been decorating the walls everywhere. Went a little overboard, if I'm being honest. I think I went from a collection of 2 or 3 to over 70, and I still got about 15 or 20 more en route right now. Basically, just using them as artwork and display. No specific rhyme or reason. I like the covers. They match statues that I have, and I just decorate with them. So I filled up this entire wall along the side. I also have some COAs right there, the little tiny ones. They look like CGC, so I hung them with them. Along the walls here, just decorated with other pieces and across the top. Some of these I've had for literally 30 years in my personal collection. I've just slabbed them this year. And this little white area you see there, that will be covered as well. Along both walls as you walk down into the main hallway, I just have different art prints, posters, basically anything I found, Walmart, anywhere like that, picked up at comic book shows that I just liked. Decorated all throughout there, both sides. Just keeping in theme with the collection. Upon landing in the main area here, you're greeted with a little villains table real quick. My statue collection is divided into 2 sections. Right here on the left is the main quarter scale and smaller section. Some more art comic books on the side there. Entrances, of course, guarded by the Wayne brothers. And as we enter here, we get into the main galleyway. Both sides. Some more comic books, of course. And most of these pieces in this side are quarter scale, like I mentioned before. Here we just have a quick overview. This is the Batman section. A lot of Danielle Bell pieces as well. Really into his work, like his style. Most of these are out of Sideshow, these particular ones. Some Tweeterhead pieces interspersed and Iron Studio. There we have Robin, Tweeterhead, Joker on Throne, the new Daniel Bell, Dark Knight, of course. Light up feature looks great. I was just leaning in forward there just to turn on the bat signal there. The new Bane, Harley, Catwoman, Batgirl, of course. Just some really cool pieces. Classic Mr. Freeze with Nora behind. As we circle around, got a comic book right there on my sauna. And we get into some older pieces that I've had for a little while now that I haven't swapped out. I just enjoy too much. Son of Hulk, Scar there. This was my actual first piece I ever received. Hulk vs. Wolverine. The 1/10 Hulkbuster, probably the best value statue they ever produced. I think it was under $200. Captain America. Some custom stands for my Thanos portraits. Moving up, we got Gladiator Hulk, Thor, Breaker of Brimstone. Of course, the iconic Thanos on Throne. I have him shown here with a Venomized portrait and gauntlet. Old Man Thanos portrait just beside him there on the stand in the original gauntlet. As well as a custom Thanos saber I had made up right there next to Iron Man, the great light up feature. And probably one of the best pieces I think Sideshow has ever done. Everyone's going to hate me for that, but Doomsday is absolutely phenomenal. Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, Superman, of course. And that is a custom portrait on that Doomsday right there, just in case anyone's asking. Moving along, we got a collaboration between Prime 1 and Sideshow here with the Batman New 52. Little overscaled for a quarter scale piece, but it is fantastic. Heavy, great base, great detail. Just kept him there on top of the Flash. Another Daniel Bell piece, of course. Moving along, we have some more artwork. My little cardio theater area. Get my workouts in every day. Along the wall here, this is a custom 4x8 vinyl print I had made up, just illustrating a whole bunch of superheroes. I really love the way it dresses up the wall there. In front, I have a Magneto and Mr. Sinister, just leading into the X-Men display. This is a custom Mr. Sinister, by the way. Just picked that up recently. Below that, I have some 1/10 scale pieces, just filling in, and some Lego gauntlets. Moving along, we come to the X-Men section. Some more comic books all throughout, some artwork, some prints. Of course, pretty self-explanatory. Nightcrawler, Colossus, Cable, Deadpool. Just below that, we have Gambit and Rogue. Great pieces, phenomenal engineering. Really like the way they look together. Pair very well. And an older piece here, the XM Wolverine. Just a great piece. Shows its age a little bit now, but still phenomenal. Right in front of that, there's a custom Silver Surfer, Dark Edition. So he's the Black Silver Surfer. Great, great light up feature on that one. 1/5 Red Hulk. Moving up, we just got some pops, some functional gauntlets, and a slabbed Infinity Gauntlet issue there. As we head into the next section, coming around to the other section, we have a lot of new pieces over here. In fact, these cabinets were all custom built by myself, topped with tile, everything. The first villain table we have here, the Sideshow Darkseid, of course, followed by XM's dynamic duo, Lady Death and Thanos. Of course, he's got a custom Thanos saber there I had made up for him. These two pieces are just fantastic, exceptional, especially together. They pair so well. Moving along, I have some older pieces. Not highlighted much, but I have a huge McFarlane collection and Transformer collection as well. I keep those mainly in my office. These are just some spillovers. Coming along to the tabletops here. These are custom cabinets. Each one can hold well over 1,000 pounds, so I'm not concerned about that. Covered in some porcelain tile just to dress them up. Of course, Queen Studios life-size Venom bust. This is just a fantastic piece. Mine came undamaged, thankfully. Recently received. Love it. Absolute beast of a piece. And I just made a little Spider-Man area here. We have the symbiote family housed on top. Carnage, Black Suit Superman, Spider-Man. Coming below, we have some other villains. Custom quarter scale Shocker, Rhino, of course, and a custom Iron Spidey. Large pieces, to say the least, all three of them. Right beside them, we continue with some evil spider villains. We have Vulture here, XM, followed by XM Sandman. Great, great pieces. Above that, we have one of the monster pieces I received this year. Prime 1, 1/3 Superman vs. Doomsday Dio. Just an incredible piece. Super heavy, super large. Very, very, very eye-catching. As soon as you walk in the room, draws your attention. Great detail throughout the rubble. Of course, it came with all the additional portraits and chess emblem switch outs. Moving along, another fantastic piece I think nobody pays attention to or ever given love to. Reverse Red Death by Prime 1. Just a fantastic sculpt. Everything about this piece is great. The color, the pop, the detail looks great. Absolutely love this piece. Highly underrated. People overlook it. And one of my latest pieces, I think this just came in a couple weeks ago, It's technically a quarter scale. Prime one again, Justice Buster. Decorated throughout with all the emblems and trophies from the defeated Justice League. Monster piece, exceptionally heavy. I think it was 187 pounds shipping. Came with the swap out Batman head there. Below is just an empty shelf I haven't got around to filling with anything. Coming around, we have the XM Beta Ray Bill. Great piece, huge, very, very large. Just some pops decorating throughout. Another piece I received this year, Lobo and Dog. This was a pickup off of Facebook Marketplace, I think, or somewhere along those lines. And I was able to track down the dog. Another comic book coming around, of course. Black Suit, Prime 1. Hush Superman. Fantastic interpretation of Superman. Love the black suit. I have a cape for him as well, but I just decorate without right now. 1/3 scale Darkseid, of course. Probably one of the only movie-inspired pieces I have. I usually stick with just comic books, but this one I was really drawn to. And just beside him, I have 2 custom Superman Hush portraits and stands I had made up. And of course, followed by Batcave Edition Hush Batman. Another great, great piece. Very detailed. Great presence. And along the wall, just some artwork. Avengers. Coming back around. And if you're still there, thanks for sticking around. I just wanted to give a quick little update on the entire statue collection this year. A lot of new pieces, a lot of great ones still to come. Hoping to get a few more videos out before the end of the year, showcasing some upcoming pieces, as well as probably my top 5 or 10 best acquisitions this year. Be sure to drop your comments below and let's continue the conversation. Thanks for joining today, and don't forget to share with your fellow collectors. Until our next adventure, keep your passion for collecting alive and your love for superheroes soaring.